Hello, everybody. Welcome back in. It is the final day of our mini Christmas in July series, and we're going to try to make this really quick because I'm trying to get it done before work today. So let's jump right in. You can see I've got washi tape here. I've never taped this paper, so I'm going to try just regular tape and washi tape and see. I'm a little nervous that's going to rip my paper, but we're just going to try it and see what happens. But also wanted to show you this because a lot of people don't have washi tape. This works totally fine on my regular watercolor paper, so just grab some tape. I really think this could be fun on a bigger piece of paper, but I'm working in my sketchbook today, so let's just try it. Make sure the edge is nice and pushed down there. Okay, just make sure those are nice and pressed down. Again, never done it on this paper. It's very toothy, and we will see if this tape works. My plan, if it doesn't work, if it seeps under this tape, I'll just use some black pen at the end to kind of cover that up. Now, for each of these trees, I'm going to be using one color per tree, but I'm going to be doing it in varying shades of that color. So we're going to start off by using this beautiful bluish green color that I mixed up. I actually mixed up some, let me see what I used here. Sap green, aqua green, Winsor blue, and ultramarine. I just started mixing until I liked what I saw. So I'm not overthinking here. I'm just gonna start adding my lightest color here. On this first one, we're going to be pretty loose. And you can let it dry if you want. I'm just going to go right in then with a darker blue as well. And just kind of go in between these. And I'm going to let this dry after this one because then I really do want to add some darker. And just a heads up, I will be speeding you through a couple different times in the video where things are just repetitive. And I just do that to respect your time. You can always slow down or pause or whatever you need to do if you're painting with me. I'm leaving some white showing through because I like how that looks. I don't know if it's showing on camera here, but when I used my heat gun to dry this, it looks like it's like making this kind of ripple. So I'm not sure if that means paint is going to go underneath or not. Let me go like this. I just have a little piece of paper towel and I'm just going to dry that a little bit so that I can go like this. We'll see. Okay, and then our darkest color. On top here. Again, leaving white. That is absolutely a personal preference. So you can do whatever you like, whatever looks good to you. And I'm just kind of tweaking and taking a step back and looking and adding a couple here and there just until I like what I see. Okay. Leaving that one as is, going to let it dry, and then we're going to peel our tape up. Moment of truth. Yay, it didn't bleed under. Not only did it not bleed under, but it also didn't rip my paper. So I'm pretty happy about that. Okay, second tree, and I'm going to vary the sizes of the trees. And I do want, you're going to see, I'm going to go like this so that part of this tree is not covered by the tape right now anyway. And I'm going to go like this. We are going to cover that. I don't know if you can see, but there's a little corner here not showing because I want my second tree to go look like it's behind that tree. Now, there's a little bit of this tree that's showing right here, so I'm going to take a little piece of tape and just make sure that's covered. That's one of the benefits of using the clear tape because you can see where you're going there with the line. And if you get a little off and there's white, you just fill it in at the end. For our second tree, I have mixed together some permanent rose and French ultramarine to get a nice purple. And for this one, we're going to do kind of neater stripes, neater. instead of kind of crisscrossing, just to show you the different things you can do. And you can go from light to dark, dark to light. You can just mix them in. I think I'm just going to mix them in. I think I will just kind of skip here and there and let it dry in between. I don't know. I'm just playing. I did do some practice ones, but I didn't do this, so we'll just see what happens. Going to let that dry because if I add darker purple in between, it's just going to all blend, which could look really cool too. So just play with it and see what you like. Okay, gonna dry this off again because I'm seeing that rippling of the tape again. I just want to push it down in hopes that we have a clean edge on each side when we're finished. I'm going to come in and go in between. And you can see it's not, if it goes into the bottom one, it's fine. It is absolutely fine. That one went a little farther than I wanted it to actually, but that's okay. If that really bothers you, what you can do is clean your brush off, dry it a little bit on the paper towel, and then you can soak that up too. So it's not quite as dark on that bottom portion that I was trying to keep light. You could also play with different sizes of brushes, which I think I'll do on the final tree. I'm going to use a really skinny brush on that final tree. And I think I'll also add some metallic accents at the end. I'm just going to try to make this a little bit darker. And fill in some white spots. You can leave white spots like I did on that first one. Whatever is appealing to you. Time to dry. Okay, not too bad, not too bad. And for the final tree, I'm actually going to use washi tape because I want to test this paper to see how it handles the different tapes. And maybe we'll do this one as the shortest one. I don't think I'm using this. That doesn't stick very well. Back to this. Don't have a lot of time to experiment this morning. So again, we'll cover that up so this one is tucked behind it. And like I said, I'm going to use a very little brush. This is a size 2. The one I was using for the other trees was a size 6. So let's see what happens here. I'm just going to do varying shades of this. So starting with this light, and then we'll put a little less water on our brush so there's a darker stripe, and I am going to let all of these blend. So we'll see what we end up with. Okay, okay. I think I know what's going to happen here. I'm not loving how it's looking, and so what I'm going to do is actually kind of skip. I'm going to skip lines in between, and I think I am going to let them dry. To see how it's just blending. I don't know. It could be good. It could be good. It could be fun to do this in multiple colors, but again, I'm just trying to keep it simple. One color per tree. Okay, I've dried that, so I'm going to come in here and try to just differentiate between those a little bit. I think it might look nice to leave some white showing. We'll see. I might fill that in. And I'm using the same mixture of alizarin crimson and permanent rose, just using less water. All the same color on each tree, just one color, using different ratios of water to paint. You have a limited palette and you're like, oh, I wish I had pink. Oh, just add more water to whatever red you've got. You shall have pink. This would be so cute for a card. You could even just do one tree on a card that you send to somebody. Easy peasy. And you can see it would be very fast if you're not doing a video and talking through every step. You could get it done very quickly. Last minute card to send somebody or take to their house, whatever. Okay, let's see what we have here. And I'm liking it. Oh, the tape did take off the paint on this. I actually kind of like how it looks. I didn't notice that when I did this one. I kind of like it. It looks a little tie-dyed. I'm leaving it. You could totally come in and add some more of that dark color. I'm leaving it. I like it. But good to know if I'm doing a painting where I don't think I would like it if that happened. I won't be putting tape on the paint. Okay, I'm going to add a little trunk to each one and their corresponding colors. I'm just going to do just simple little ones here. And now they're a little crooked, and that's okay. I'm going to come in now with some metallic paints. I got these on Amazon. I want to say like $8, $9, something like that. Very inexpensive. I will link everything I'm using here in the description. I think on this one, we're just going to add some ornaments. And you can see what I'm doing, just dotting in this gold color that I'm using. Now for the middle one, I think we'll just kind of play off of what we've already done here with the kind of diagonal stripes and just go, like wrap some garland around the tree. And then for our final tree, I'm going to go down to the size 2 again. I used the 6 for the other ones. And I'm going to do a string of lights. I kind of want to add a star to this wonky leaning one, so I'm going to. And there it is. Nice sparkly little trees. Easy peasy. She's a wonky one, but that's okay. Thank you so much for joining me for the final day of our Christmas in July mini-series. I hope you enjoyed all of them. If you missed any of the days, I will have them linked in the description, and I will also link my Christmas playlist that has paintings from last year as well. All right, August is tomorrow. Can you believe it? Christmas in July is over, but we'll have plenty of fun in August, and I hope to see you then.